Television was doing a lot of harm, sending out a lot of rubbish. Every time you send violence out into the media, what you do is you hurt. And people who have been injured because they have been raped, for example, and their brain is really damaged on a biological level, and this has been proven. Moshezif in the McGill Hospital in Canada has really proven that different forms of trauma change the chemical patterns within the cells. So you have the connection with the genes, you have the connection with the culture, and those two elements combined are the ones that create the system of violence. And this system of violence does what then? It pollutes again brains, and it pollutes what again? It pollutes again culture. In fact, every single piece of art that was done without the awareness and without the knowledge has to be looked at and has to be interpreted and has to be researched and to see, is it polluted or is it not? The point is that as long as brains are not fully operative, because on a biological level they have been polluted, they produce culture every day, and that culture is biased and it is triggered. The priority is on the memes. Yeah? We know that we can operate on a chemical level on the brains, we can know that we can transform, we can reverse those pollutions. It's possible. It will take 10 or 15 years before we are really actually able to do it. Because what is the longer lasting memory of events is the culture, and is the way not a table is constructed, but maybe it is the amount of angles that are fitted in that table, because that is a meme, not the building itself. It's the way that architecture gets conceived. The media, what do? They produce violence every day. And they just play on the triggers. Why? Because the system is being run. Because violence as a system exists. And it exists in the brains, in the people, in the media. So everybody who is acting in society contributes to that. And everybody can stop doing it, but he needs the knowledge. So they can have the knowledge. I can give the knowledge to people, but I want to see the people. And I want to, for example, be able to talk to the people. Because what we need, most of all, is responsibility. We need people to want to live. Internet users have to know that what is being put out there is not just a personal message, it's not just a message that is directed towards them. So whatever you get as a user on the internet is information, and it's not meant for you because you are not meant for me. The choice is, first of all, to understand that you are in power of what you take in and what you take not. Second, that you have filters there, and that those filters should be operative. They all need to become aware. Now, this means a lot of learning. Film can have the same impact, but the film needs to be constructed in a proper way. And what you do, first of all, is to redefine humans as soul and body. Is that the transformation of reality is accessible, it is possible. You need the knowledge to do it, and then you have to have the will to really do it in a nice way. Within the film, that you go back to, for example, the concepts of Renaissance, that you go back to those concepts of that Italian painter Tiziano, that you go back to that body and soul and accept the integrity of body and soul. And this on its own could already be a whole theme for a film. And the end is, to me, that we have one single battle as humankind, as human species left to fight, which is to get every human on the planet to understand that violence is a system, that it is run against us, and that there is an alternative, and that this alternative is already operative, that it can be used, and that you don't need that punch on the nose to understand that there is a reason for this to happen.